Wow, I want to thank you for checking in and tuning into my little video here. I'm thankful that all of you are watching these videos. It's really an honor and a privilege, and today I'm going to talk about turmeric. Now, before I get into that, I want you to know my medical background. Zippo. I have zero medical background. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not medically trained, I'm not a clinical clinical scientist. So what I'm about to tell you today is not because of any kind of training that I have, but rather because of what research I've found, what research I've done, what research I found that other people had done, and I'm going to act more like a reporter to you, sharing information that I've learned from other sources. And so this is not intended to treat any kind of disease. It's not intended for any kind of medical purposes. It's information for you that if you find useful, you can dig in. I'm going to give you the websites and the resources so that you can do your own research and dig into whatever specific issues that you may be experiencing that you want some help with. So, turmeric is I'm at a loss for words. It's a super food. It's a super vegetable. It's a super root because of the types of things that turmeric can do for your body. Now, the medical community, the scientific community, has been fascinated with turmeric for 6,000 years, but modern science is actually very fascinated with turmeric in particular. Currently, there's been over 25,000 peer-reviewed clinical research studies into the health benefits of turmeric. Now think about that for a minute. 25,000. I'm not a research scientist, but from what little looking I've done, out of natural substances, that's one of the most well-researched natural substances out there, and for good reason. It has a tremendous amount of benefits to your health that people are now discovering through clinical research. But this has been known for 6,000 years. It's not a secret. It's not hidden. It's been available for most everybody in many places across the planet. Recently, PubMed, so turmeric, the medical research has gone into two different parts. They've researched the turmeric, which is the whole root. They've also researched curcumin, which is one of there's over 1,000-something compounds in turmeric, and curcumin is one of those compounds. And both turmeric, the whole root, and curcumin, one compound out of thousands, are the ones that have had the bulk of the 25,000 clinical studies done. Turmeric, the root itself, there's been, according to PubMed is a publicly available medical site where they share clinical research information. Now, in some cases, the only thing you can get is the summary information, and in other cases, you can get the summary information, and if you want the full research study, then you actually have to pay to get the full research study. And in other cases, they have the full research study, not just the summary, but the whole thing, available for free or available with a subscription. And you can go to PubMed for more information about that. Well, on PubMed, there's over 13,392 clinical research studies that have been done on the turmeric root. Now, with curcumin, it has over 11,857 clinical research studies. So, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And why are scientists and why are health professionals so interested in turmeric? Well, out of those 25,000 clinical studies, peer-reviewed clinical research studies, they found over 844 potential medical benefits, health benefits from turmeric. Now again, what I'm about to say is not intended to diagnose or treat or anything along those lines of any medical conditions that you may have. If you have any kind of serious medical condition, please seek medical advice. Please go, take the counsel of your doctor. And if you're going to be adding something like turmeric to your diet, then consult with your doctor about it so that he at least knows what you're doing. And if you want to share some of the websites I'm going to tell you, you can give him those websites and he can look into it himself and find out more information about it, because your doctor may or may not know much about turmeric. So overall, they've found 844 potential health benefits of turmeric. Now, what are those health benefits? Well, the clinical research studies studied things like oxidative stress, inflammation, breast cancer, prostate cancer, obesity, depression, insulin resistance, arthritis, cardiovascular disease, tumors, chronic pain, and a lot more. So imagine this. Maybe you have chronic pain. Imagine being able to help relieve the chronic pain, and instead of using drugs, you're using turmeric. That would be quite remarkable, I think. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not making medical recommendations, but it is something worth looking into. And if you want more information, you can start with PubMed. Actually, start with a different website. Here's where I got most of my information. Here's where I started, because there's people on this website that take this clinical research study and turn it into English so that I can understand it, since I don't speak medicalese. I don't speak in the language that doctors typically speak in. And that website is greenmedinfo.com. I'll spell it out for you. greenmedinfo.com. So go check out their website. You can put into the search, they have a search field on their webpage. Put in turmeric, 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 and it'll come up with a whole bunch of articles specifically about turmeric. Plus, if you go into their menu at the top of the page, and I don't remember the exact list of links, but you'll look for compounds. When you find compounds, look for turmeric, and that'll take you to the page that has the potential health benefits, where I actually got the list of things like oxidative stress and inflammation and breast cancer and so on, and you can click on those links and it'll pull up the specific clinical research studies that were for that particular topic, like breast cancer. Now, turmeric has been around for 6,000 years. I've been looking, and I haven't done an exhaustive search, but I haven't found any side effects or negative effects from taking turmeric. Maybe there are some. Do your own study, and if you find any negative side effects that have been documented, I'd be interested in hearing about them, so please let me know. Please let me know, comment below, or go to our website, longevitybuddies.com, and shoot me an email. Go to our contact page and shoot me an email, because I'd be curious. If you find any side effects to taking turmeric, that would be interesting to know. But 6,000 years of history, and during those 6,000 years, turmeric has been used for both medicinal purposes, and it's also been used in culinary dishes. Most of us have heard of curry, and if you like curry, you are eating turmeric. If you don't like curry, it might be worthwhile getting adjusted to the taste of curry, or find other ways to get turmeric into your diet. You don't have to just have turmeric through curry. One of the reasons why I like juicing is because I can put different vegetables in my juice, and those help offset the flavor of turmeric and make it more palatable to me. Another thing that I found interesting through some of what I had looked at is the absorption of turmeric is actually improved by eating oil and or black pepper when you're eating turmeric. So if you're putting it in a dish, add black pepper or add some oil to that dish. Make sure that the dish has oil in it. As a result of what I had learned here, I'm starting to add a little bit of olive oil or a little bit of coconut oil. I just thought of it, I might add some avocado oil into my juices to help me absorb the turmeric even better. And again, like I mentioned earlier, for more information, visit greenmedinfo.com and do a search on turmeric. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you get something out of it. I hope you consume more turmeric. I hope you have better health, because I want you to live long and live healthy. Join me. Please come check us out at longevitybuddies.com and be my longevity buddy. Will you be my longevity buddy? I hope you will. See you soon. Have a great day.